This is on your mobile. Check now. God says this is a very important message for you today. Do not ignore it. Pay attention to this message. This is on your mobile. Check now. Something within your spirit already knows that what you are about to hear is not ordinary. There has been a stirring, a quiet whisper echoing through your thoughts, a gentle tug at your heart. You have scrolled, searched, moved from one thing to another, but something brought you here. A reason beyond your understanding. A message that was destined to find you. This is not just text on a screen. This is the very moment where divine timing intersects with your reality. There are no coincidences. Every word you are reading is meant to unlock a revelation that has been waiting for the right hour. And now that hour is here, there are things around you, within you, and ahead of you that require this message. It will speak to your soul in ways you didn't know you needed. You may have felt isolated lately. You may have felt like no one truly sees what you're going through. But you have been seen. You have been heard. And this message is proof that something bigger than you has been watching, waiting, and now, speaking. This is the moment that changes everything. You are not alone, you have never been alone. Even in your darkest hours, even when you cried quietly in places where no one else could see, you were not forgotten. This is not just a moment, this is a visitation. A holy appointment. And your heart knows it. The pressure you've been feeling is not in vain. The delays, the confusion, the silent nights, they all were leading to this divine clarity. This is on your mobile. Check now, not just with your eyes but with your heart. Open yourself to receive what is meant to shift your entire direction. Because there are things happening that you are not yet aware of. Things behind the scenes. Conversations being had about you. Plans being orchestrated that involve your future, your healing, your breakthrough. Someone has been thinking about you in ways you wouldn't imagine. Someone is holding back words that they wish they could say. Love that they wish they could express. But there is fear. There is shame. There is guilt, and this person has been silent, not because they don't care, but because they care too much and don't know how to face what's inside of them. They check their phone often, wondering if you've sent a message, wondering if today will be the day they find the courage to speak. But they hesitate, and in that hesitation, they hope that somehow, you can still feel them. That you haven't given up. That you haven't turned your heart away completely. This is on your mobile. Check now. Because the time of silence is ending. The truth that was hidden is rising to the surface. The words unspoken will no longer remain locked inside hearts too afraid to be vulnerable. There is a shift happening in the spirit, and it's reaching you now. You are going to understand things that once confused you. The answers are coming, not in the way you expected, but in a form that will be undeniable. You have been asking for signs. You have been praying for confirmation. You have begged for clarity in the late hours of the night. This is the answer to those cries. The evidence that the divine has not turned a blind eye to your questions. You were not just heard, you were prioritized. And now, things are moving. Quickly. Quietly. Powerfully, even now, as you read these words, something inside you is waking up. A quiet faith. A trembling hope. You may have tried to suppress it because you didn't want to be disappointed again. But let that hope rise now. Let it take root again, because what is coming will not disappoint you. This is on your mobile. Check now, because there are things happening in the heart of someone you thought had forgotten you. Someone who once walked away, or turned cold, is wrestling with their own emotions. They are being pulled toward you in ways they cannot explain. The silence was not rejection. It was delay. It was confusion, it was fear that they weren't ready to confront. But now, they are being stirred. The same spirit that led you here is now leading them to truth, to restoration, to courage. You may be tempted to dismiss this. You may tell yourself this is just another message. But it's not. This is sacred. This is the sign you asked for. This is the word you needed. You are not reading this by accident. Something had to break for the blessing to flow. And that breaking has already begun. You are about to see apologies that seemed impossible. Reconciliations that felt out of reach. Doors that once closed will open again, not because you forced them, but because the time has come. It's not about pushing anymore. It's about positioning. And you are being positioned for something far greater than what you've lost. This is on your mobile. Check now. Because someone you care about deeply is being convicted in their spirit, they cannot shake the thought of you. They see your face when they try to rest. They hear your name in songs. They replay conversations in their minds. Not because they're obsessed, but because their soul is stirring. Because something pure is awakening inside of them. They know they were wrong. They know they broke your trust. And though they haven't said it, they are carrying the weight of their mistakes every single day. They have not healed. They have not moved on. They have simply learned to cope with the silence, but now, the silence is cracking. And truth is seeping in. And love, real, deep, redeeming love, is starting to rise again. Do not give up. Do not lose hope. What you are about to witness will redeem the tears you've cried. There is no heartbreak that will go unhealed. There is no confusion that will not be clarified. Everything hidden is about to be revealed. And when it is, you will stand in awe at the way it all unfolds. This is on your mobile. Check now. Because your spirit already knows the truth of what you're reading. This is not new information, it's confirmation. Your heart has been sensing this, your soul has been waiting for this. And now, it has arrived. Let the truth sink in. Let the words become flesh in your life. There is a release coming. A letting go of the past, a pouring out of the pain. A healing that you thought would never come. You will be whole again. You will trust again. You will love again. And this time, it will be deeper, stronger, and more beautiful than ever before. This is on your mobile. Check now. Because you need to prepare yourself. What's coming will require your heart to be open. It will require your forgiveness. It will ask for your strength. But you have it. You are ready. You were born for this moment. Watch as the words you've just read begin to manifest in your life. Watch as hearts begin to turn. As doors begin to open, as messages begin to arrive. Everything you've been praying for is aligning. All you need to do now is stay ready. This is your confirmation. This is your message. This is on your mobile. Check now. My child, this is a very important message for you today. Do not ignore it. Pay attention to every word, every breath behind the silence that fills the air as you read this. Something is calling out to your spirit. You feel it, don't you? It's not random. It's not meaningless. This message is on your mobile. Check now, yes, now. Because there are moments in time where eternity leans close to whisper truth into the cracks of your soul, and this is one of them. This isn't just another message. It's the one you were meant to see. The one that has been making its way through realms unseen just to land in your hands at this very second. A divine interruption to your ordinary, a holy echo slipping through wires, signals, pixels, just to get to you. The message knows where to find you, even if you've been trying to hide. Even if you've been too tired to keep pretending, even if your heart has been quietly breaking behind the eyes no one really sees. This is on your mobile. Check now, because what's about to be revealed is not just information, it is transformation. There is a sound in the heavens that has been stirring for you. Something beautiful. Something heavy with truth and mercy. You may have felt lost, or overwhelmed by things you cannot explain. People have come and gone. Promises have been broken. And lately, you've been feeling that silent ache no one talks about. The ache of waiting. The ache of not knowing. The ache of trying so hard to be strong while something inside is pleading for one drop of clarity. You are not forgotten, you are not invisible. You have not been overlooked. In fact, you are seen more deeply than you could ever imagine, while the world scrolls by, and people come and go with shallow eyes, something sacred is watching over you, seeing not just what you do, but who you truly are. Every tear you've cried in secret has not gone unseen. Every night you've spent wondering if it's all worth it has not gone unheard, and every longing in your chest that no one could ever fully understand has been written in the skies. This is on your mobile. Check now, because a new chapter is trying to unfold in your life. But first, there is something you need to hear. A message sent not just for your mind, but for your soul, and it begins with this truth: you are closer than you think. To the moment that changes everything. To the peace that finally makes sense, to the breakthrough that has been quietly building behind the curtain of time. But you must listen. You must be still, because right now, your spirit is standing in the doorway of something eternal. There is a light flickering inside you that will not be extinguished. You have survived things that were meant to bury you, you have risen from places where others gave up. And even though there have been days when you could barely lift your head, something in you chose to keep breathing. That was no accident. That was divine. This is on your mobile. Check now, because you are being reminded of who you really are, not who the world has told you to be. Not who your past has tried to chain you to. Not who your mistakes want to convince you that you'll always be. No. You are something far more holy than that. You were carved from eternity, spoken into existence with a name that echoes through sacred places. You are not small. You are not broken beyond repair. You are not a mistake that keeps happening, you are a miracle that refuses to die. Even in your lowest, something sacred was protecting you. Even in your silence, something greater was speaking over you. Even when you couldn't feel anything, you were still being led. This is on your mobile. Check now, because someone has been praying for you without even knowing your name. Someone whose heart has been connected to yours by invisible strings of compassion. The universe is moving, shifting things in your favor, not because you earned it, but because you are loved more than you know. Because even when you've stopped believing, something greater has not stopped believing in you. There is a reason this message has come now, not earlier. Not later. Now. Because the timing is precise. Because the moment is holy. Because the shift is near, you've been holding on when everything in you wanted to let go. You've been smiling when all you wanted to do was scream. You've been showing up, even when no one noticed. That strength did not go unseen. That perseverance was not in vain. This is not just any message, this is a message for you. This is not a moment you can afford to scroll past, because what is happening now is being written in the pages of your destiny. This is on your mobile, check now. The hour you've waited for, longed for, cried for, has arrived silently, but with unstoppable power. You didn't stumble upon this by mistake, there are no accidents in the realms of the divine. The stars have aligned, and the heavens have whispered to the winds. They have guided you to this message because time has fulfilled its turning. The reason your heart is racing right now, the reason you feel something stirring deep within, is because your soul knows the truth before your eyes can see it. There is something opening before you. An unseen gate, a spiritual scroll. A heavenly decree written with your name etched in light. You have waited, and now you will witness, you have survived, and now you will see the reward. Something unexpected is coming, not to test you, but to honor you. Because what you endured quietly is about to be celebrated openly, a divine interruption is here. You will not recognize your life 6 months from now. The shifts that are coming will carry your name into conversations you never expected. The doors that will open will not require you to knock. They will swing wide by the force of favor that heaven has assigned to you. Someone has been watching you from afar, not with eyes of judgment, but with a heart of compassion. They are preparing to step forward. Their presence will begin a chain reaction of goodness, redemption, and recovery. This is more than a turn of events, it's a fulfillment of a divine contract written before you even took your first breath. The path that seemed lost is being restored. The pain that felt endless is coming to a close. Even the silent prayers that you prayed when no one was around, they were all heard, each one was sealed with divine attention. Someone you once loved still thinks about you. And even though the silence has lasted long, their spirit has been restless. The thoughts they've buried have begun to bloom again. They will reach out, not because of pressure, not because of regret, but because of purpose. There is something still unfinished between you, and heaven is not done writing that chapter. Whether for closure or for renewal, it will come with peace. There is a scroll of release hovering above your life. Every delay, every heartbreak, every place you had to walk away from with trembling hands, it was not the end, it was the refining. You are no longer the person who was hurt. You are the person who is being lifted. You are not behind. You are on time. You are not broken. You are being rebuilt with sacred precision. Something will happen at exactly the right hour. You won't have to force it, you won't need to beg for it. It will be clear. It will be undeniable, and your soul will say, "Yes, this is what I was waiting for." God says, "I have been with you in the shadows, in the sleepless hours, in the silent battles. I saw you standing while the weight of the world pressed down on your chest. I saw you forgive when no one said sorry. I saw you choose peace when you could have chosen to retaliate. And now, I will reward you. I will send people who speak your name with honor. I will raise your head in rooms where you were once looked down upon. I will restore what was lost, not with a replica, but with something that fits you better now. Archangel Michael has not left your side. There has been a whispering in your atmosphere. That's not just your mind playing tricks on you, that's divine stirring. A celestial awakening is unfolding. Even your surroundings will begin to feel different. You'll see signs in the sky, repeated numbers, phrases from strangers, dreams that are too vivid to ignore. Do not dismiss them. They are breadcrumbs leading you to destiny. Someone has been sent into your life not to test you, but to help you. They will appear in a form you least expect, a call, a message, a random conversation that feels too specific to be coincidence. Listen. Lean in, their voice will carry the missing piece you didn't know you were waiting for. There's a record in heaven, a book of all you've overcome. And right now, a new chapter is being written, not in ink, but in flame. What is coming is not small. What is being revealed is not partial. It is full, holy, and irreversible. You won't have to go back to what hurt you. You won't need to beg for clarity. The confusion is lifting, the vision is coming. And you will walk into it with clarity and courage. You may have felt buried, but you are not dead, you are a seed. And seeds don't just survive the soil, they burst into life with roots and fruit. That is your season now, you are blooming in places they thought you were finished. You are rising in realms they thought were closed to you. You are glowing with a light they can't put out. This message is for you. Not for someone like you, not for a general audience, but for you. Your name is being spoken in rooms of favor. The very blessing you once thought passed you by is circling back. This time, you will recognize it. This time, you will be ready. The people who doubted you will watch in awe. The places that rejected you will reach out. And you will have the power to choose. That's the shift that's taking place. No more begging for what is already yours. No more waiting for signs to trust your path. The proof is within you. The call has already been made. Heaven is in motion. This is on your mobile. Check now. The timing of this message is divine. You will not miss what belongs to you, as long as your heart stays open and your spirit remains aligned. There is someone who thought you had forgotten them. They carry shame like a second skin, but they have wept recently. Not for pity, but because they realized how deeply they had misunderstood you. They are changing, slowly but surely. Whether or not they return is not the miracle. The miracle is that your forgiveness has already set you free. What they do next can no longer control your peace. Even the relationships that broke you taught you something eternal. And now, new relationships are on the horizon. Friendships that nourish, love that sees you, connections that don't deplete you but water your roots. The battles you fought in private are being honored in public. You will receive a message soon, and you'll know immediately. This is it. It will feel like home, not the place you grew up in, but the place your soul recognizes as safe, as truth. As a rival, every step you've taken, even the ones that felt like detours, have brought you here. And here is sacred. Here is holy. Here is the moment you stop questioning whether you're worthy, and start receiving like you were born for it. Let the tears come. Let your heart expand. This is a holy interruption. You don't need to understand at all. Just say yes, you were always going to get here. You were always going to heal. You were always going to be seen. God's blessings are flowing to you, not because you earned them through perfection, but because love isn't about earning, it's about being.